Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us. This is our second MDP Tea Talk with the lovely and incomparable Samantha Figgins. The theme of tonight's Tea Talk is the practice of self-love on this lovely Valentine's Day. And we're gonna start by introducing ourselves and getting into it. Sam, we are, you have no idea how much it means to us that we get to spend this time with you. It's cool to like reconnect. It's cool to reconnect over some time and when you're not expecting it, you know?
No, I'm very thankful that I could chat with you guys today. And even just the conversation is so relevant that it's just a necessary thing to happen. So yeah, it's been a minute. Lots of things have happened. You know, you're my mentor, mentee back in the day. And just to see your growth has been such a treat for me. So I'm just very thankful to be on your podcast with you and Derek, and just so much love sending you your way on this very special day.
Yes. Okay, so let's do some intros. My name is Mikaela. I am the Associate Artistic Director of MDP. I am originally from Warren, New Jersey. And I identify as a free-flowing spirit who assumes many forms all the time, ever-changing, ever-shifting. We know how it is. And for this fun fact, I'm a plug what I'm connected to right now. So I'm currently reading Yoga of the Subtle Body by T.S. Little, and it's changing my life. I'm reading it for my teacher training.
Yes.
And the TV show that I'm obsessed with, I just finished Insecure. I was obsessed with that for a minute. I really was. It took me a second to get into it, but I loved it. I was actually, when I was getting my hair done, we were watching Sweet Magnolias, which is on Netflix. Came out in 2020. I highly recommend. It's like a suburban drama kind of suburban drama with like a bunch of friends, and like they all, you know, it was really good. We watched like 3 or 4 episodes of it, so that's that for me.
That's your hair done fast. Your hair looks good.
Thank you. I
feel all of that. Well, me, my name is Samantha. I'm originally from Washington, D.C. I currently am dancing with Alvin Ailey American Dance Theater. Ooh, that's fun. And we're currently on tour, South Carolina, Charleston right now, which is very beautiful and very beautiful. Having a good time. And I identify as she, her, lady, friend, but you know, I identify as love. But and I'm a Black woman, copper tone. I have braids in my hair. I'm sitting in a chair in front of a lamp. I have a pink. This is for my stable community. I have a pink, purple, tie-dye t-shirt on. And I'm just full of laughs and smiles right now. So the book, I'm the type of person that reads several books at a time. And I'm also in training right now. So the first book that I'm reading is Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. And it's just basically bridging the gap between science and spirituality and deprogramming our conditioned selves so that we may bring forward our true selves in co-creation with the universe in the quantum field. So much of that science. Anyway, tell a lot. That's one of the books I'm reading. But I am also in training. I recently got my Reiki master attunement last Friday, which is very powerful. Thank you, teacher. So I'm reading Essential Reiki, just studying and getting more information on that. And yeah, again, another transformative book right now. Those two books together, deeply into meditation and healing, primarily yourself. So that we can be of service to other people. So those are my reading list. But I really am the type of person to travel with so many different books. I have on my nightstand about 3 or 4 books right now. And since we started talking about this conversation, and it's the month of February, you know, I was like, let me pull up some of my old books, get a little tidbit from them, like remind myself little things. We all love that book. And
who's that one by?
Mastery of Self is a Mikaela Ruiz.
Oh, wow.
Amazing. That's one of those your nightstand. You see that right there. I said, what do I need? Pick it up. But this book that I read when I first got into the company just changed my life. Sacred Selfishness. I stole it from my roommate, Jerome Bob. Have your book. But Sacred Selfishness by Bud Harris is another amazing book that I like to always go back to. And it's totally in line with self-love and the difference between selfishness and sacred selfishness. So yeah, we can get more into that later. But as far as movies or TV shows I'm watching, I didn't jump into it, but I'm now fully immersed into Euphoria.
Yeah.
Fully immersed.
Oh my God.
Girl, Rue has my little heart in a bind, child. I just cannot deal with her. She is going through her own journey. We pray for Rue. That's all I can really say. We pray for Rue.
Pray for Rue.
It has me in a glittered state. So yes. So yeah.
Wow. I'm gonna just plug that I was Rue for Halloween 2 years ago. So.
Let me find out. Did you go?
We've been like going through it.
Yes. Honestly, I love the show though, especially this season. And like everything that she's going through is, I think she what's her name? Zendaya. She posted a recent blurb from an interview about her portrayal of Rue. And yeah, again, Rue is in her own journey of self-discovery, journey to self-love that we can all relate. It's very extreme what she's going through. I personally never went through that. But yeah, how to find love within yourself while you're going through such a tumultuous time like that. It's just something that we all, no matter where we are at, we all have access to that love. But yeah, how we grow up, y'all. Take it away.
You know, I'm gonna just throw it back. Like, okay, well, that segued beautifully. Thank you for that. Yeah, I guess I'm curious about what your journey in self-love has been for you.
Yes. Woo. It is a journey of discovery every day. Rue's journey of discovery in finding you and finding me. Now that I have something special to bring out the joy inside of me. That's a quote from my favorite show, Half and Half. Okay. For me, it is it has been a journey. my self-love journey. And I think currently where I am, post-COVID, back on the road, woo, it's just giving me, I feel a reemergence of self, of true self coming forward. And yeah, I grew up a twin in a household of dancers in the dance industry, and we all know how that can be. There's so much of conforming to other people's beliefs and aspects of yourself that for me, finally in my 30s, I feel like I'm finally taking the wheel of taking charge in a sense of how I show up for myself, and just redirecting that energy. Self-love for me right now is discipline, is commitment to myself, and the life that I want to create for myself. I think I spent a lot of time people pleasing and just not understanding a lot about myself. So like I said, it's a journey of discovery. Every day is an opportunity for me to explore deeper aspects within me, why I make certain choices, where certain thought processes and habits come from, and really not being afraid to challenge those finally. Because, you challenge a way that you have been used to doing for so long. That can be fearful. That can be a state of fear. You never know how people are going to react to that. Or, yeah, for me right now, it's just valuing my inner world more than I do other people's expectations or validations or just external energy that might not be ringing true for myself right now. So yeah, that requires discipline, and it requires truth. Oh, and it requires truth and honesty and authenticity in every moment. It's in every interaction that I have an opportunity to come closer to myself, and it's definitely a ritual. It definitely is a practice, like from the morning to the evening, every interaction that you have is what's creating your reality. And I do truly want to experience heaven on this earth and heaven in my heart. And we can all have that, and we all deserve that. It's totally tangible, but there's so much that we have felt that we have to live up to according to other people's standards, the way this world is run, the way the government, society, just whoever decided to create this version of our reality. I personally, I know I was born into this lifetime for a reason. There's sometimes I'm just like, I didn't choose this life. I don't want to be a part of this government conspiracy, all this stuff. I did not choose, but I also do recognize my soul's here for a purpose. And I think for me right now, self-love is waking up to that, your soul's purpose, and committing to that every day, and sacrificing your past self, your lesser self every day, so that you can be walking in alignment with that purpose. It's hard work. It's really hard work because our flesh wants certain things. Our flesh wants to experience certain things. But I know at the root of who I am, the self that I love, is love. Is the creation of myself, and that's eternal. So for me, figuring out how to release those, fleeting joys, fleeting pleasures that are only going to feel good right now, and sacrificing that so that I can experience eternal bliss, is where I try to focus my energy and my attention on right now. That was long-winded.
What? Oh my,
you know what I mean?
Gosh.
Yeah.
Wow. Everybody got that? Everybody had their ears open for that?
Thought. Let me see. I was writing and just reading, especially. Self-love is truly a journey a commitment. It's the most rewarding relationship that we can have, and is the foundation for all others relationships. And I think landing there and understanding that. You see that, which I always think, I was thinking before we started, the mirror, this picture behind me, and it's a mirror that, like, self-love is cleansing yourself. It's cleaning your mirror, I think, every day, cleaning it so that you have a clear picture and that you can project the truth of who you are, you know? So that you may
Cleaning your
open that
mirror
to other people. Yeah. That's why I really like meditating before we came on. Like, literally, I was like, self-love is that cleansing water, I really think. And it really cleans you of all the things that you think that you're not. Your doubt, your insecurity, your fears, your gluttony, you know?
the
All of those
glutton.
things. Glutton. Stop eating that. I know that cheese feels good, but stop eating that, you know?
I know you're right too. That's why we're sitting here having this dang talk.
Yeah. So yeah, cleansing and cleaning. Yeah, committing yourself to allowing the purest form of yourself to come forward. You know, and yeah, it's like every day we are offered, have this plate of food. Here's some cheese. Here's some, if you're a vegan or whatever, however you eat. Here's some meat, mucus. Here's some more mucus. Here's some mucus. And I can say, from growing up and what I'm used to and what feels good in the moment, yes, I can say yes to that. Those cheese and all that other stuff. But I know that that's not going to, if I'm to be honest with myself, I know that's not going to make me feel good.
No, it just doesn't. It just doesn't feel good. It just doesn't feel good.
So it's just saying no to those things that don't feel good to you, and being honest with yourself about that. Yeah.
And it's so beautiful too. Your words inspired this thought of, like, thinking of self-love as cleansing water. And is that such a beautiful image to play with and to run with, because it very quickly translates into non-judgment of others, because
precisely
the dirt that I have to clean is not the dirt that you have to clean, or the dirt that you have to clean. And so my cleansing water recipe will be unique to me because it needs to clean my dirt. And that's also helpful. That's also a helpful framework for me, because I'm constantly comparing myself to other people.
I was literally writing that.
I'm just constantly comparing myself to other people. Like, I'm constantly comparing myself to other people. And then I get lost. And then before I know it, I'm like caught on someone's, like, something's caught. And I'm like, going in this direction or going towards this. And then, sometimes I stop myself and I'm like, before I actually get to that place, and I'm like, whoa, I don't want to go here. How did I get here? How did I get here? And it's like, oh, you forgot to make your cleansing water for a second.
Yeah.
And it's literally a metaphor. It's literally a metaphor, because I wake up in the morning, almost every morning, and my water bottle next to my bed is empty. And I literally, because I'm gonna just say it, I'm too lazy to walk downstairs at night and make sure it's full for when I wake up.
That's the ritual. That's the practice. Your laziness is your lesser self. Our laziness is our lesser self. I just think that like I am, what I feel now is that I am literally the person that my younger self needed. You know what I mean?
Oh
and
my.
I feel that that's where I am in my journey. That I've finally gotten to the place where I am representing that for myself. And even in meditation, I am that right now. And so we have our conditioned self, then we have our higher self, and then there's the divine that we are in co-creation with. And it's just a matter of letting the higher self take charge again, and bringing her forward, and talk to who you think you are. Talk to your ego. It's the conversation between the two. It's the conversation between the flesh and my higher self. And I was saying this the other day, I was like, you are the adult in the room, girl. You are the one calling the shots at this point. Get up and get your water. Get up and do the things that you know are going to make you feel good. And I think also in reading this book, Sacred Selfishness, I realized that what I do for myself in the present moment, I must do with intention, because I am also thinking about my future self, future Samantha. I was a couple years ago, I was all up on the budgetista trying to get my life together, but okay. And just like, no one's gonna set you up for your future except for you. No one's doing that, And how do I find the strength, and how do I find the strength and the consistency to keep up the practices that I know are going to make me feel good? Who's going to water my seed? Who's going to give it light? Who? I know that it's going to be me and my co-creator. And every day is a practice of that. And every day you build that muscle of trust in yourself.
Okay.
Yes.
So for you, when that muscle of trust is being flexed, what is like when you're cleansed in the way that you've beautifully described, what does that then feel? How does that feel in your body? Like, how are you different?
Oh man, I just feel like calm when I'm really, tapped into the love of self. I feel supported. I feel supported, that I'm resting. I'm resting in the palm of my higher self. I feel like guided. I feel like I have faith and trust in myself, that I know that I'm going to be okay, that I'm going to put myself in situations for me to thrive, no matter the highs or the lows. There's just a sense of peace there that is undisturbed, because I've built that muscle. I've put into practice every day those things that make me feel good, that I know exactly what to give back to myself. And I feel powerful in that. I feel almighty. I feel powerful. And knowing that I can create the reality that I'm in. Like literally the world, like where we are right now, we created. And through time, it's like pliés, boo. It's everyday tendus. I do this. I have faith. If I do these tendus regularly, I know that I'm going to be able to do this, that, and the third. If I wake up, if I hydrate my body, if I take the moment to be silent and sit with myself and connect with myself, if I take a moment to feed myself nourishing foods, surround myself with people who love and support me, put myself in environments that I will thrive in, practice those things daily. That's the positive. Those are the positives. That I know that from those experiences, I can hold on to that. And I can cherish that moment. I can, that's a place for me to go to when turbulence comes and the chaotic rivers are going, there's this card that I always pull from my tarot deck.
Come on.
I do.
Plug the deck. Plug the deck.
I do. Mystical Goddess Tarot. Anyway, but it's the image of being inside. I actually pulled it this morning for my friend, but it's the image of being inside of a cowrie shell, and in a cowrie shell in like a tsunami and a crazy unsettled ocean. But the cowrie shell is my protection. That love is my protection. That I can have faith in, and I can weather any storm because I always have a home to go to. And that home is of my own creation. I built it from the ground up. And yeah, it's my anchor, it's my guiding light, it's my compass. So I just feel at home when I am truly in, flow and rhythm with my self-love practice. I feel like I am at home, and that, that home can warm other beings. It warms me, and all of that. We all have that, and I love the image of it. It's so many things, girl. It's home. What did I write down? It's home. It's an anchor. It anchors me, and it's a compass. Like, being in that space, I know exactly when I'm off balance, when maybe I'm indulging too much in something, or doing this, that, and the third. I know, okay, ooh, I'm a little to the right. My masculine side, I'm a little to the left. I know how to come back to center, and I know the things that I need to do. And that's when I tap into my discipline. And that's when I have to be hard on myself and truthful. Like, girl, you did not go to sleep. You were up on Instagram scrolling. That's violence. That is violence.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
So many things. But it's a journey. It is a journey. What about you? How do you feel?
Oh my goodness gracious. I'm just, I didn't start consciously playing with co-creation until 2020.
Oh yeah.
May 1st to be exact. Yeah, and I say that because, and I guess, it's in line with the topic tonight of, I ran back to all my friends, and I think I told my parents in some way, but I had an awakening, like all this stuff. And that actually wasn't the word that came to me once I began to feel the things that I was feeling. That was actually a word that someone else said based on my description of what I was feeling. And she was like, you had an awakening. And I was like, what? Yeah. And then as I began to move in that space, and everything looks different. Everything looks different. Oh, and my relationship to everything is different. It just is, like, and that's something that only I and we can know. And so I think now I'm very aware of that. I'm very aware of it as a thing. And my, daily practice feels like this constant push and pull between knowing it and like needing to be convinced of it being true.
And trusting that it's true.
Huh?
Trusting that it's true.
trusting that it's true, trusting that it's true. It's funny. One of our, a dancer that we've been working with, her name is Shayna. She went to Ailey. Also, she was, yeah, you probably have seen her, or maybe even spoken to her. We were, we went out the other night, but before that, we were driving, and I drive a lot. I've been driving quite a bit this past year, to and from work. And within the last few months, I realized, because everything was what I decided it is. Everything is what I decided it is. And so when it became as simple as, oh, I want to feel good. Of course I want to feel good. When it became that simple, then I thought to myself, okay, well, if I want to feel good, then I need to feel good like now. I need to feel good in this moment. I need to feel good in this moment. I need to decide that now. Because if I want to feel good 5 minutes from now, the only real way, and which is why I love the fact that and can fully believe and can fully see and fully feel why your cleansed self is calm, like why that feels like calmness, because that is how I've experienced to be, is experienced it to be, is this feeling of being held in your reality. And I'm just like, I feel invincible. I feel invincible when I am tapped into that. When I'm tapped into that and I'm driving and I'm moving, I'm really big on that. Like, I was just speaking to another friend about how we felt the exact opposite, in the sense of, I really like to be the transporter of myself. Like, I like to drive the car rather than sit on the train. And he was saying how he would rather like sit on the train and like travel.
That's interesting.
What?
I said that's interesting.
Right. It's interesting. And yeah, it really did. It just reminded me that that all this time I've been spending in the car in this past year or so is my meditation.
Yeah.
It's been my meditation. Like, that's why it feels so good. That's why it has the energy that it has. Like, there is so much energy in that car. Like, when it's because I'm driving. Like, I'm the one that's driving.
Yeah, you're the one taking you there. I think that is so powerful, honestly. And I think that's like where I am is in my journey, is like, I've spent so much time sitting on the train and just riding someone else's wave, and just, I have a very like, go with the flow, like everything's gonna be okay, be who you are, I accept it all, whatever. And I'm thankful for that time. Was I a people pleaser? Yes. But I also, in just reflection and where I am now, like that time, again, in co-creation, I was so supported by my spirit family and my star seed, my team, my spirit team, like really set me up and put me in places that I would never think that I could be there. And now I do feel like I'm taking control of like my direction and where my happiness is flowing and where my love is flowing, and giving it back to myself. It was giving very much sitting on the train. How can I make other people happy? How can I, and their happiness is going to make me happy. If everybody else around me is happy, then I'm happy. It's like coming back to me right now. But yeah, I totally had that for so long. And I am cleansing water, Florida water, my whole self, child. I'm washing that thought off because my happiness is all that I need to be focused on at this moment. My love, how I love myself. And the more that I love myself, the more that I pour into myself, it flows over and it reflects and it ripples through the ocean. So thank you for that. That gave me so much. That gave me so much.
All right. Well, we have about 15 minutes left or so. So, what am I thinking?
Yes, tap, tap, tap. Where we going?
I feel like you took us so many places. Like I feel fulfilled. Like I feel full. Like I feel like my cup feels a little bit more full than when we signed on.
Yeah, but that's why we have these conversations.
I know.
This is a part of the self-love, is putting ourselves in community with people that we trust. And I think that was something that you had jotted down in your notes, like our community and how self-love can, to some people, felt like selfishness. And like where the line is, the boundary of that. So yeah, that's exactly what we're doing right now. My self-love is telling me to, bring people, it's attracting like-minded vibrations in my aura, and I say yes to that. I say yes to those things. And because I have a group around me that supports me in that way, I think it's easier for us to have boundaries.
Yeah.
Boundaries is a loving fence. Okay.
Yeah.
It's not pushing you away. It's figuring out a way that how we can, be in community together with one another. So yeah, that's what I'm thankful for, this conversation.
Yeah. As you were speaking, I was just thinking like, it's like if they're like up until this moment, and I'm really gonna like take this with me to sleep as best as I can. But if there was any a moment in which I doubted, in which I like doubted where I am in my journey, like talking to you and like reconnecting in this way and like having this conversation of like all conversations, like truly like it just gets to a point where it no longer makes sense for me to doubt that I'm where I'm supposed to be, because it feels so good and it's connecting so deeply and so quickly and so deeply. Like it's just zooming right in. Like it's like the gates were open. It's not like the gates needed to open. Like it's not like the inspiration showed up and then we needed to take a second to like open up to let it in. It was like I was already open and it went in that path.
That's just how you are, though.
I know.
I'm the same way. I'm so open to, whatever the universe has to offer me. But yeah, doubting that's not trusting, though.
I know.
That's not trusting in what the plan is for us. Like we're literally exactly where we're supposed to be, you know. And because OG said so, but it's up to us to meet him in the middle and bring meaning to the moment.
Come on.
That's that. What is it? As above, so below. We have to meet in the middle and do the work right now, and that will relinquish the doubt. That is the fire. I feel like that's the fire that is like, I know it is divine. I know it is ordained for me to be right here. Ooh, it's hot. Ooh, I don't like it. Oh, this is something that I asked for that I'm afraid of. I asked for this moment, but am I ready? Girl, you are ready because it's already within your it's in your DNA. You asked for it. You literally, you might not have thought it, but you asked for this. So you have everything that you need to do it. And if you don't, have faith that you know that you're going to learn on the job and you're going to, you know, figure it out in the moment. But I know I'm supposed to be here. So what am I going to do with this moment? And that's where you can get rid of the doubt. That's where you go back home. You return to yourself, you return to self, you return to your compass, to your guiding light. No matter if, where that fear, that insecurity, that doubt comes from, I have to go back home to myself and remember, I have receipts. I have receipts that have gotten me here. Okay. The good, the bad. I overcame that. I can trust that. I can hold on to that and let it power me forward into, you know, whatever direction, however I need to be of service right now. Centering yourself on that. You have everything that you need. Even you doing this talk, this podcast, your company, that came from your thought. You had that thought and you made it a reality.
Shout out to D. You hear that, D? That's all you, baby.
Yes. But you had that thought and it was in the quantum field, okay? And then the energy that we put towards that, the belief, now I have to believe it. I have to believe in myself. And then you made it a reality. So how do I, and so I need to continue to bring that energy, bring that information with me in every situation that I have, every interaction, every action, everyone that we come into contact with is an opportunity for us to bring all of with us to support ourselves and to support the person that we are in community with in that moment. Yeah. And you guys are doing amazing work.
Thank you.
You should be proud of that and carry that.
You know, breaking the habit of being yourself, to go full circle with it. I think I started reading that last summer. I haven't finished it.
Wow, that's so funny.
It's hefty. It's a lot.
It is hefty.
It's a lot. It's dense.
Commitment though. That's the commitment though.
Like it's dense. And I was actually on my way back from Arizona. And I was sitting on the plane and I had the book open. And the being next to me said, "Oh, I'm reading that book too."
Oh, wow. You attracted it.
And what? What'd you say?
I said that's the law of attraction.
And then you know, we start talking about it, we start getting into it, you know. And then I asked her what her name was. And she said Shiva.
Wow. Wow. That's beautiful. That just gives me like you're investing in yourself. You're giving yourself information to pull your true self out and to be in a vibration of love. That's where you are. That's what you're giving yourself, reading that material. That's medicine. And that vibration brought that person into your sphere. You attracted that to give you confirmation that you are on the right path. Like when you are so in alignment with like your heart and giving your soul the tools that it needs on this journey, not your flesh, not the body, but your soul. Your soul has a job to do. You're giving your soul those tools, and your soul is in communication with the universe, and that's only going to bring people into your teachers with you, other like-minded individuals. So that we're creating our ocean. Our ocean is growing. So continuing to be, to walk right there and be that embodiment, your heaven will be created. You're creating your heaven on earth, you know? So I think that's beautiful. And I just really encourage you and anybody watching, myself, Samantha, to continue to be that. Because that's all law of attraction right there.
Sure is. All right. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you for being here. Oh, it's such a treat. How do we feel about closing our eyes and breathing for a little moment?
I'd love to.
Okay, let's do that. Let's.
Follow your lead. I'll follow your lead.
Okay. All righty. So for anyone that just joined, we're just wrapping up here. So if you're with us right now, wherever you are, in your space, just gently close your eyes. And if you're sitting, feel your sits bones on the chair or the couch or the floor, whatever you're resting on in this moment. Feel that the top of your head, that there's a string attached to the top of your head, and it's just gently pulling into the air above you, into the space above you, and that in turn lengthens your spine. When that happens, the chin will tuck into the nape of the neck ever so slightly, so the back of the neck is long. Allow your shoulders to relax away from your ears. Your shoulder blades soften down your spine. And allow your breath to become deep and full. Allowing the space between your eyebrows to soften and to pool into your forehead. Relaxing the jaw off of the face. Feeling that your body, your home, is the perfect container for your breath to move in and out of. It's the perfect container for the breath to move in and out. Let's bring the palms together, create some heat here, and then if you want to place both hands in your heart space or a hand on your like lower abdomen and one hand on your heart, either way. And taking a moment to thank yourself for being here and for participating in this beautiful bout of co-creation, this flow of energy, this playground, this divine space, this grand stage of life, and really know that you're here on purpose and you're meant to be here in this moment. We at MDP thank Samantha Figgins for being here with us tonight and gracing us with her presence, with her love, with her support, with her guidance, with everything that she is and everything that she vibrates with. When you're ready, feel free to open your eyes and say bye.
You are such a treat.
To us.
Thank you.
I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you.
I'm very thankful for you having me here today and everybody who showed up to the conversation. Most thankful to Divine for bringing us together and allowing us to have this conversation, allow whatever messages to flow through. So I'm very thankful and in full gratitude of you and your whole spirit. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.